Hi friends, Archangel from Crypto Angel channel here. Today I wanted to discuss your sex life. In case you are like I was just a few weeks ago, I didn't really know what sex was, but now that I'm aware, I practice safe sex guidelines and I want to make sure that you all know how to stay safe as well. So in case you don't know, CEX or CEX is an acronym for a centralized exchange. So if you have purchased cryptocurrency already, you most likely purchased through a centralized exchange. Some of the more popular exchanges are Coinbase, Crypto.com, Binance, Gemini, Kraken. They all have there's some pretty major players out there. So these exchanges, while they have their place, are best utilized in a limited manner, if at all possible. So I'll be going over a couple concerns that I discovered in my journey and hopefully save you some time and money when it comes to working with centralized exchanges. So when I first started actually researching cryptocurrency and finally deciding to put my money into it, I signed up with 3 exchanges, Coinbase, Crypto.com, and Binance. So the first platform I looked at was Binance.us, which is separate from Binance for the rest of the world. But after signing up, some reviews made me hesitant to use Binance. But mostly I didn't really care for their user interface on my phone. So next I came to Coinbase and crypto at the same time. And I suppose there could be some sort of sex joke here, but I think I've probably overplayed that one. I heard about Shiba around this time, and Coinbase didn't list Shiba, so one thing led to another, and I went with Crypto.com. After purchasing a paltry amount of Shiba, I had finally entered into the crypto space. Now, there's nothing like real-world experience to push you into more research and realizing things could have probably been done better. This isn't an exclusive list of those types of things, but just a few examples of how I was inefficient with my time and money on crypto.com. So after purchasing my Shiba, I found out about Shiba Swap. So naturally, this is something I would like to participate in the future. So diving in, I discovered Crypto.com would let me withdraw my Shiba for the low fee of only 5 million SHIB. So at the time, this was around $50, a little bit lower now, but in the future, it'll be a lot more. So we'll see if they change that pricing structure in the future. Instead of buying Shiba on a centralized exchange, I should have probably purchased Ethereum, transferred it to an external wallet, and then swap the Ethereum for Shiba, and this would have taken my $50 withdrawal fee to about $20. So the next thing was looking up how to transfer Shiba to an external wallet, and I came upon a potential roadblock. I'm in the United States, and there are states in the US that won't allow most cryptocurrencies actually to be withdrawn from an exchange. So these states are Alabama, Connecticut, Georgia, Hawaii, Idaho, Louisiana, New Mexico, North Carolina, Oregon, Vermont, and Washington. Now, these are definitely subject to change in the future, but at the time I purchased my Shiba, it was not allowed. You weren't allowed to withdraw anything in these states. So thankfully, I didn't live in one of these states, but I was not aware that this rule existed, and it could have really caught me off guard. So instead of buying Shiba on a centralized exchange like Crypto.com, I should have purchased Ethereum there, transferred it to an external wallet, and then swapped the Ethereum for Shiba. And finally, another thing I noticed as I continued to make purchases is that the ticker price always seemed to be a little bit padded. So I began to compare some of the cryptocurrency tracking websites, I think of CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko.com and those types of things with Crypto.com. And sure enough, the price on Crypto.com seemed to stay slightly but consistently above the price of the tracking websites and Uniswap. So I'm sure there's probably some fine print there or some technical aspect that I don't understand, that maybe the timings were offset enough to show a difference, a substantial difference. Um, but however, when I looked at the pricing on Uniswap, which is a decentralized exchange compared to crypto.com, I saw that I could save money. So instead of buying Shiba on a centralized exchange, you may have heard this before, I should have purchased Ethereum and transferred it to an external wallet and then swapped Ethereum for SHIB. So I think you can see where this is going. I may make a video later on about the benefits of centralized exchanges, and I'm not against them. They do have their place, but especially in regards to Shiba, a lot of headaches can be avoided in regards to purchasing the token if done through a decentralized exchange like Uniswap, or hopefully here in a few weeks like Shiba Swap when it launches. But one more thing about centralized exchanges is that unless the tokens are on your wallet, technically the exchange owns the tokens. Due to the competition in the marketplace for new customers, this is basically becoming less of an issue as exchanges are creating their own wallets to store, and the top tier exchanges have security protocols to avoid the hacks that made the news years ago and left a really bad taste in a lot of people's mouths as far as storing their crypto on exchanges. So just briefly touching on this topic, but we'll probably dive deeper into this in the future. So let me know in the comments what you didn't know about centralized exchanges before buying into crypto. Like I said before, this isn't a comprehensive list of potential pitfalls, but it should serve as a cautionary sign. So if you're looking at using a centralized exchange, look at their support for the currency you want to purchase, look at their purchase fees, their withdrawal fees, the supported territories, that kind of thing. And hopefully this information helps a beginner avoid some of the inefficiencies I made, and you can do it better. So I won't call these inefficiencies mistakes, because it actually got me into crypto and got me further down the road. So kind of going with that fail forward philosophy. So anyway, thank you for supporting this channel, and I'll leave you with this. In the words of the late Bob Ross, there are no mistakes, just happy accidents. And with that in mind, go paint your crypto future. Archangel out.